Most people think survival gear is just a flashlight and some bottled water. But what if a blizzard knocks out your power for 2 weeks? What if you're 3 miles into a trail and your phone dies? What if you need to signal for help and nobody can hear you scream? The truth is, most of us are wildly underprepared. And the good news, you don't have to be. Today I'm counting down 45 survival inventions that are insanely cool, incredibly practical, and yes, most of them are on Amazon right now. Whether you're a hardcore prepper, a weekend hiker, or just someone who wants to be ready for anything, this list has something for you. Stay until the end, because number 1 is a total game changer. Let's go. When a tornado, hurricane, or flood hits, cell towers go down. Your smartphone becomes a useless brick. How do you get emergency alerts then? The Eton Quest, a full-blown emergency radio that works even when the grid doesn't. This thing pulls in AM, FM, shortwave, and NOAA weather bands with RDS. That means you're getting live National Weather Service alerts, audio and visual for tornadoes, floods, hurricanes, the works. What makes it special? It has 5 power sources. Solar panel on the back, hand crank on the side, rechargeable 5200 mAh battery inside, plus USB-C input and even Bluetooth. When the power goes out, this radio just keeps going. It also doubles as a phone charger, has a super bright LED flashlight, and a massive red and white ambient light panel with a built-in SOS alarm. For a base camp radio or a home emergency kit, this is the one. Now that your alerts are covered, let's talk about one of the most underrated survival tools ever made, the folding shovel. Digging is one of the most basic survival skills. Fire pits, waste trenches, emergency drainage, shelter building. But nobody wants to carry a full-size shovel. The SOG Entrenching Tool. And this thing folds down to just 10 inches, about the size of a stack of paper plates. Open it up and you get an 18.25-inch full-length folding shovel made from high-carbon tempered steel. It can handle dirt, gravel, mud, sand, and snow, no problem. But here's the cool part, the blade also has a wood saw edge along the side for cutting branches. And the head rotates into 3 different positions. Flat shovel, pick, or hoe. 1 tool, 3 functions, fits in your hand. Only 24.5 ounces. SOG builds it to last, and they stand behind it for life. Here's one that looks almost too simple, until you actually need it. The Nestout Whistle Light is a 3-in-1 device. LED flashlight, lantern, and emergency whistle. All in one piece you can hang around your neck. It runs on a single AAA battery, no charging required, and gives you up to 6 hours of light at 35 lumens. That's plenty for reading a map, setting up a tent, or finding your way to the bathroom at 2 a.m. Here's the genius trick. Stick it inside a water-filled plastic bottle, and it transforms into a soft, glowing lantern that fills a tent with light. No extra gear needed. It's IP44 water and dust resistant, weighs almost nothing, and the whistle is loud enough to signal for rescue. For the price of a coffee, this thing could save your life. Throw 3 of them in your emergency kit. Let's upgrade your lighting situation with number 42, the EST Torch L1. This is a right-angle headlamp, meaning the light points straight out from the side of your head, not just your forehead. That design makes it way better for detail work, cooking, and mechanical tasks. It pumps out 1500 lumens, runs for up to 20 days on a single charge, and here's where it gets clever. It has a flat magnetic bottom, so you can wear it as a headlamp, stick it to any metal surface as a work light, clip it to your pocket, or use it on a desk. Maximum flexibility. It's IP68 rated, fully dustproof and waterproof, and the housing is milled from a single block of aluminum. No seams to fail. EST backs it with a lifetime replacement guarantee. This is an everyday carry flashlight for serious people. Now, all that gear needs somewhere to live, and at number 41, we've got something truly special from Finland. The Savotta Kantamus 40L is a military-grade pack with a bushcraft sole. Savotta has been making packs for the Finnish Defense Forces for decades, and it shows. You get about 40 liters of capacity through a big roll-top main compartment that also opens via side zip. Brilliant for accessing gear without unrolling everything. A floating lid with 2 separate compartments on top. A large flat zip pocket across the front. It weighs 2.4 kg, and the build quality is borderline indestructible. If you want a pack that'll outlast everything else in your kit and carry like a dream, this is it. Premium price, but worth every cent. What if you had to spend the night outside tonight, right now, with no sleeping bag? This is why number 40 needs to live in every backpack, car, and emergency kit you own. The Titan Survival Emergency Sleeping Bag is made from a proprietary polyolefin film that reflects and retains up to 90% of your body heat. It's 41% thicker than leading competitors, fully waterproof, and tear-resistant. Each bag is 36 by 78 inches, fits most adults, and packs into a tiny drawstring bag. You can use it as a bivy sack, a poncho, a ground cover, or a signaling beacon. The reflective surface is visible from the air. It's veteran-owned, made to military standards, and costs less than a pizza. Get a few. They weigh almost nothing. Shelter is covered. Now let's talk about food. Because nothing breaks your survival situation faster than going hungry. The Readywise 30-day emergency food supply is 296 servings across 2 stackable waterproof buckets, freeze-dried meals with up to a 25-year shelf life. Just add water. You get 4 breakfast options, 5 gourmet entrees, and 2 drink choices, including cheesy mac that actually taste like real food. The split lid doubles as a tray, stackable in your pantry, easy to grab and go, and it quietly sits there for years until you need it. This is the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it preparedness investment for your whole family. With energy. Alright, let's get to the fun stuff. Number 38 is the SOG Camp Axe, and this little beast is a 2-in-1 tool that earns its weight every single trip. It's a camping hatchet and a hammer. The 3.1-inch stainless steel blade handles wood splitting, branch clearing, and tinder breakdown. Flip it around, and the hammer pole pounds tent stakes into hard ground without a second thought. Total length: just 11.5 inches. Weight: light enough to clip to any pack. It comes with a glass-reinforced nylon sheath and a textured GRN handle that stays grippy, even when wet. SOG stands behind their axes for life. Compact, tough, dual-purpose. This is a no-brainer for any outdoor kit. Now that you've got your axe and your kindling, you need fire. And number 37 is probably the best ferro rod you've never heard of. The Uberleben Hexa throws sparks at 5,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Hotter than most competitors, using their proprietary Sanfuan Core Ferro blend. Up to 20,000 strikes. It's waterproof. It works at any altitude. The 6-sided hexagonal profile is the genius part. It gives you way more control and grip than a round rod, and delivers more molten ferrocerium per strike. That means bigger, more reliable sparks. The striker isn't just a scraper either, it's a 6-in-1 multi-tool tinder scraper. Map scale, ruler, hex wrench, bottle opener, and fire starter. Attached with mil-spec 5550 paracord. For the size and price, this is one of the best fire-starting tools on the market. Speaking of multi-tools, at number 36, we have possibly the most value-packed piece of gear on this entire list. The Emergency Zone 5-in-1 Survival Whistle is exactly what it sounds like. A survival whistle that also includes a compass, a waterproof container, a signal mirror, and a ferro rod. Pocket-sized, practically weightless. Attach it to a zipper, a keychain, or a pack strap. Think about it. If you got lost right now, this one little tool would let you start a fire, signal aircraft with the mirror, check your direction with the compass, protect matches or medications in the container, and blow a piercing whistle that carries over a mile. Available in single packs, 3 packs, and even 30 packs for groups or emergency kits. At a few bucks each, buy a dozen. Quick pause. We're not even halfway through, and already this list is stacked. Drop a comment below. Which one so far would be the first thing you grab in an emergency? I read every single one. Now let's keep going. Number 35 is where things get serious. Meet the CRKT Mah-Chete. And yes, that name is as cool as it sounds. This is a high-carbon steel fixed blade with an upswept clip point design built for deep penetration cuts, heavy vegetation clearing, and serious bushwork. It ships with a nylon sheath. CRKT is known for making tough, dependable blades, and the Mah-Chete is no exception. If you need something between a machete and a survival knife, something that can hack, slash, and still make precise cuts, this is your tool. Let's talk about the one piece of gear that could literally save your life. Your jacket. The Helikon-Tex Yukon Winter is a bushcraft-grade insulated jacket made for serious conditions. The outer shell is Dura Canvas, a 65-33-2 poly-cotton elastane blend that's tough, slightly flexible, and handles wind and light rain like a champ. Rated for wet conditions from -5 Terc to +10 Terc, and dry cold down to -15 Terc. That's proper cold weather performance. You get a full hood with adjustment, underarm ventilation zips, cuff adjustment, and real insulation throughout. It's heavy-duty but not heavy, 1.2 kilograms. Helikon-Tex makes gear for military and law enforcement. This is the real deal, not a fashion jacket pretending to be survival gear. Now let's talk cooking. Because hot food and hot water are survival game changers. The Prometheus Design Works Ti-line MFSS is a multi-fuel stove system made from titanium. It's designed to nest inside most standard 500 ml backpacking pots, making the whole setup completely self-contained. The double-wall construction channels airflow into the fire, creating nearly complete combustion. That means a hotter burn, less smoke, and better fuel efficiency, whether you're burning wood, alcohol, or solid fuel tabs. Unlike canister gas stoves, this thing works indefinitely. You never run out of fuel as long as there's wood on the ground. 1 ounce of alcohol fuel boils roughly 500 ml of water in mild conditions. For the self-reliant backcountry explorer, this is the stove. Number 32 is for people who take their kit seriously. The Hill People Gear Umlindi V2 won Carryology's Best Active Backpack Award, and honestly, it deserves it. Built from a 500D Cordura with a UT-style pulley compression system, dual aluminum stays, and a removable HDPE frame sheet. It carries well as a shoulder pack, and even better as a lumbar pack with their Recon belt. Version 2 adds massive wand pockets that can hold 2 Nalgene's each, a full-height internal slot pocket, dual top compression straps, and a zippered top lid pocket. This isn't a fashion pack. It's a working tool built by people who take it into the field regularly. Highly configurable, bomb-proof construction, and it'll outlast almost anything else in this video. Water is life, and number 31 makes clean water stupid easy. The Platypus Quick Draw is an ultralight water filter system that weighs just 3.3 ounces. The filter screws directly onto any 28mm water bottle. Think smart water, soda bottles, Canuck bags, with the included Connect cap. No pumping, no chemicals, no waiting. Flow rate, 3 liters per minute when squeezed. Set it up for gravity filtration and it does 1.75 liters per minute, hands-free. It removes 99.9% of bacteria and 99.9% of protozoa tested to NSF and EPA P231 protocol. Shake to backflush and restore flow, made in the USA, fits in any pocket, works with any bottle. This is the water filter for people who actually want to use their water filter. Let's light things up, literally. Number 30 is the Fenix TK25R, and this is not your average flashlight. 3600 lumens, with a beam that reaches 382 yards. That's over 3 football fields. But the real magic is the auxiliary emitter system. Dedicated white, red, UV, and red-blue flashing modes, all from one light. Red light to preserve your night vision at camp. UV for inspection and tracking. Red-blue flashing for high-visibility signaling or emergency warnings. 4 brightness levels plus strobe. It's USB-C rechargeable. Runs up to 55 hours on low. Has dual tail switches for instant turbo or strobe. And it's IP68 waterproof with 1 meter impact resistance. This is a professional duty flashlight. Search and rescue, law enforcement, serious overlanding. This is what they carry. We saw the SOG shovel earlier, but number 29 is for the person who wants all the tools in one handle. The EST Gear Survival Shovel is an 18-in-1 multi-tool, camping axe, survival knife, saw, spearhead, bottle opener, fire starter, hoe, wire cutter, trowel, hex wrenches, nail puller, ice pick, ruler, rope cutter, hook, waterproof storage compartment, screwdriver, whistle, and compass. The spade head is heat-treated high-carbon steel. The handles are aerospace-grade aluminum. It's American-owned and comes with a lifetime replacement guarantee. If you're building out a bug-out bag or an overlanding kit, this one handle replaces a dozen separate tools. Compact, serious, and built to last. Number 28 is Pure Tactical Cool, the CRKT Kangee T-Hawk, designed by Ryan Johnson of RMJ Tactical. SK5 carbon steel blade, holds an edge incredibly well. Glass-reinforced nylon handle, strong and lightweight. MULA-compatible bolter-on sheath, so it mounts anywhere on your kit. A tomahawk is one of the most versatile tools in a survival situation. Chopping, breaching, prying, throwing. This one is built to military standards and backed by a limited lifetime warranty. If you want something that's part tool, part weapon, and full legend, the Kangee T-Hawk is it. At number 27, we've got a knife that was born in the bush and designed by experts who live there. The Tops Knives B.O.B. Fieldcraft. Brothers of Bushcraft Fieldcraft knife features a 4.75-inch 154 cm steel blade, full tang construction, and a tan canvas micarta handle that's as comfortable as it is tough. 54 cm of steel is known for excellent edge retention and corrosion resistance. The tumble finish reduces glare and adds scratch resistance. At 10 inches overall, it's the perfect size for bushcraft tasks, batoning, carving, food prep, camp tasks. Tops builds knives in the USA for people who depend on them. This is a lifetime knife. Okay, this one is for the serious preppers in the room. Number 26 is the MIRA Safety C21 Full-Face Respirator, and it is no joke. CBRN protection. Chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. This mask is EN 136-1998 Class 3 certified, the highest industry standard. Temperature tested from -40°C to +70°C. The polycarbonate visor is scratch-resistant, anti-fog, and wide enough for excellent peripheral vision, compatible with corrective eyewear and weapon sights. The patented side connector switches between left and right configurations for shooters. The inner mask design reduces CO2 buildup to keep you sharp during extended use. Compatible with all NATO 40mm filters. Available in 3 sizes. 10-year shelf life unopened. 20 years with a valve swap. This is what serious emergency preparedness looks like. Nobody wants to need one of these. But if you ever do, let's come back to something everyone needs. A great headlamp. And number 25 is the go-to choice for serious outdoor people, the Black Diamond Storm 500 RAR. 500 lumens. Bright enough for technical climbs and trail running in total darkness. It's fully waterproof, built to survive heavy rain and snow, and sits right on your head with an adjustable, comfortable band. It recharges via micro USB with an integrated 2400 mAh lithium-ion battery. Full strength, dimming, strobe, and red night vision modes. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Black Diamond is trusted by mountaineers worldwide. This is the headlamp that shows up when the conditions are worst. Fire is survival. Number 24 is the Fire Fast Trekker, and this one's a cut above your average ferro rod. It combines an Austrian ferrocerium rod, 76% rare earth metal, 20% iron, with a military-grade magnesium rod for extra fire intensity. Scrape the magnesium, hit it with sparks, and you've got a burst of intense concentrated flame even in wet, windy conditions. The hardwood handle is crafted for grip, even with frozen hands, and it can also be scraped to produce dry tinder in an emergency. The striker is hardened steel, sharpened to create large showers of sparks. Real ferrocerium, real magnesium, real paracord. This is a tool built to actually work when your life depends on it. If you're building a serious survival kit, and you only buy one fixed-blade knife, this might be the one. The Kabbar Becker BK2 Companion has been called one of the toughest production knives ever made, and that reputation is earned. The 5.25-inch blade is 1000-95 high-carbon steel, tough enough to baton through logs without flinching. The spine is thick and flat, perfect for a fire striker. The nylon handle is grippy in all conditions. Kabbar is an American institution. The BK2 has been field-tested by survival experts around the world. If you want a knife that's built like a tank and does everything, this is it. At number 22, a seriously capable day pack. The Condor Nomad 25L 500D Cordura Nylon YKK zippers, water-repellent coating. The inside is lined in flashpoint yellow, so you can actually see your gear, and loaded with dual hook and loop panels for custom organization. The beaver tail on the back stows away when you don't need it, and unfolds for extra capacity when you do. The hip belt is padded, stowable, and lined with PALS webbing for pouches and accessories. Hydration compatible. 25 liters is the sweet spot for a day trip or light bug out. Condor makes tactical gear that's both tough and affordable, and the Nomad is one of their best. This one might be the most important item on the entire list. The Rhino Rescue Ifak Individual First Aid Kit is a full trauma kit in a MOLLE-compatible rip-away pouch, and it's the real deal. Inside, a CAT tourniquet, 2 chest seals, sterile gauze, an emergency blanket, a 36-inch splint, triangle bandage, elastic bandage, compression bandage, self-adhering bandage, and cleaning pads. That covers massive bleeding, tension pneumothorax, fractures, and shock. Everything is organized for speed, because in a trauma situation, every second counts. The rip-away panel lets you detach the whole kit in one pull. It mounts to any vehicle headrest or MOLLE system. You have a fire extinguisher in your car. You should also have one of these. The Platypus filter was great for the trail, but number 20 is your pocket-sized backup, the Water Drop Water Filter Straw. This 5-stage filtration straw uses a 0.1 micron ultrafiltration membrane to remove chlorine sediment, bacteria, and protozoa. It handles up to 1,400 gallons, that's 5,300 liters from a single straw. Drink directly from the source, or screw it onto a standard water bottle. The mouthpiece comes off for back flushing to restore flow. Pack of 3 weighs less than half a pound. Keep one in your car, one in your bag, one in your desk. For emergencies, earthquakes, floods, being stranded, this $20 straw is priceless. Fire starting gear is only as good as your tinder. And number 19 solves that problem completely. The Pro Camp-Tech Fire Strip Roll is 50 feet of waxed fire starter tape on a roll, made from thick fibrous paper, fully infused with wax, weatherproof, windproof, and spark-ready. Tear off a small piece, rough it up with your fingers to expose the paper fibers, and hit it with a ferro rod. It catches, every time. Even if your lighter runs out of fluid, just use the spark wheel. 50 feet lasts a very long time. Stow it in a dry bag, wrap it around a ferro rod, or just tuck the roll in your kit. This is the tinder you always want but never have to think about. You've got your sleeping bag. But what's keeping the rain off? Number 18. The Uco Quest Hideaway Bivy Stealth is one of the most impressive ultralight shelters on the market. It weighs just 2.4 pounds for the entire kit. Bivy body, single collapsible shock cord pole, and 5 aluminum stakes. Sets up in about 2 minutes. The waterproofing is legit. 10,000 mm waterproof rating with a moisture vapor transmission of 10,000 grams per square meter per day, meaning it breathes. You won't wake up swimming in condensation. Unzip the front and it's just a no-see mesh between you and the sky. There's also a TPU window you can see through when zipped up, a head section vent, and foot area stiffeners for airflow and comfort. Fits people up to 6 fits. Lifetime warranty from Uco Quest. This is 3-season survival shelter in a package the size of a water bottle. Number 17 is the gift that keeps on giving. The Gearatus 16-in-1 multi-tool, with a real axe head built in. Axe, hammer, nail claw, pipe grip pliers, wire cutter, needle nose pliers, knife, saw, serrated knife, file, flathead, and Phillips screwdrivers, whistle, flint fire starter, and bottle opener. All in one stainless steel tool with a nylon carrying case. This is the kind of thing you throw in the glove box, the camp kit, or your bag, and forget about until the day you desperately need it, and it saves your entire trip. Also makes a phenomenal gift. If you know someone who loves the outdoors and you have no idea what to get them, this is the answer. At number 16, the gold standard of water purification bottles. The Grail Ultra Press Titanium. Fill the outer cup, press down, done. 10 seconds to purify 500 ml of water, no pumping, no hoses, no chemicals, no waiting. And it doesn't just filter, it purifies. 99.9% of viruses including norovirus and hepatitis A, 99.999% of bacteria, 99.9% of protozoa, plus microplastics, heavy metals, PFAS, pesticides, and VOCs. It's the titanium version. Lighter, more durable, and built to last decades. One press. Drink anywhere in the world. This is the most premium water purifier on this list, and it's absolutely worth it. This one isn't just a survival tool, it's an object of pure beauty. Number 15. The Polar Open Frame Lighter. Machined from a solid block of titanium or brass. No thin shell, no cheap seams. Every interface is sealed to lock in fuel. While a standard lighter loses fuel to evaporation and needs a refill every 4 days, the Polar holds 5 ml of fuel, 1.7 dex more, and lasts up to 20 days on a single fill. The fuel efficiency is over 90% compared to 30% for a regular lighter. That's a real-world difference when you're depending on it. And it ships with a built-in compass attached, 2 screws, and they separate into 2 fully independent tools. Inspired by 15th century explorers, and it feels like it. This is the lighter for people who take gear seriously and appreciate craftsmanship. The Rhino Rescue Ifak covered trauma. The MEDIC Recon covers everything else. The broader first aid and emergency medical kit for your home, car, or pack. Built in the USA from heavy-duty Cordura nylon. The Recon has Male straps, Velcro patches for customization, a padded back panel, and stowable straps that let it function as a backpack, sling pack, or flat pouch. Inside, modular packs with hand-picked first responder approved supplies, organized for quick access, HSA and FSA eligible, lifetime guarantee. This is the complete medical kit that lives in your car or on the shelf next to your emergency supplies. Fill it out with what your family specifically needs, and it becomes a truly personalized kit. Number 13 is something you've probably never seen before, and once you understand what it does, you'll wonder why you didn't have one already. The Lockhart Tactical Status is a Sentry tactical automatic trip alarm system. Machined from 606-in-1 T6 aircraft aluminum, it's barely bigger than your fist, and it can fire 12-gauge flares, bear bangers, or screamer whistles when a tripwire is triggered. Set a perimeter around your campsite, your vehicle, or your property. Run the rot-proof tripwire, 50 feet included, at the right height for the animals or threats you're watching for. If anything crosses it, a flare lights up the sky. You can also fire it manually as an emergency signaling flare if you're lost or hurt. Compatible with 12-gauge blanks, flares, and 15mm ammunition. For camping in bear country, overlanding in remote areas, or anyone who takes perimeter security seriously, this is a legitimate game-changer. Back to headlamps, and number 12 takes it to the next level with the Ledlenser MH11. 1000 lumens with a beam that reaches 130 meters. But the trick here is Bluetooth connectivity. Pair it to your phone and control brightness, mode, and settings from the app. Program custom light profiles for different activities. 8 lighting modes including red, green, and blue options. Rechargeable via contact charger without removing it from the casing, and it runs for up to 100 hours. Ledlenser is German precision engineering. If you want the smartest, most customizable headlamp on the market, this is it. If your survival situation involves keeping a fire going through winter, or you just love splitting wood, number 11 is the axe you want. The Fiskars X25 is a 28-inch splitting axe with a convex blade geometry that adds power and releases from wood more easily than flat-ground competitors. The balance and power-to-weight ratio is tuned like a baseball bat. It multiplies your swing speed and delivers more energy into the split. The fiber comp handle is lighter than steel, stronger than wood, and absorbs shock on off-strikes so you don't shatter your wrists. Lifetime warranty. This axe will split medium to large logs efficiently for decades. At number 10, the everyday carry flashlight that professionals trust. The SureFire Stiletto Pro II is slim enough to carry like a phone, but outputs 1500 lumens at full power. 3 output levels, 1500 /100 lumens. Hybrid beam, flood for close work, throw for distance. SureFire makes flashlights for military and law enforcement, and the Stiletto Pro is their everyday carry flagship. The side-mounted switch gives you single-handed access to all modes. This isn't the brightest light on this list. It's just the one you'll actually carry every single day, and that makes it the most useful. If you could only take one tool into the wilderness, make it number 9. The Leatherman Signal has 19 built-in tools, specifically selected for outdoor survival. 420HC combo blade, ferro rod fire starter, emergency whistle, hammer, customizable bit driver, diamond sharpener, carabiner, can and bottle openers, and a full set of pliers. Every single tool locks open. The whole package is under 12 centimeters. It comes with a nylon holster. Leatherman has been making the world's best multi-tools for decades, and the Signal is their outdoor masterpiece. This is the one that does it all. Freeze-dried food gets a bad reputation. Mountain House destroys that reputation. The Mountain House chicken and dumplings. Chicken, vegetables, fluffy dumplings, creamy white gravy has been feeding outdoor adventurers since No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. 30-year taste guarantee. Lightweight enough that the pouches barely register in a pack. Buy a 6-pack and keep it in your emergency supplies. You genuinely look forward to eating this. That's rare in emergency food. With energy. Now we're getting into the top 7, and number 7 is for the EDC knife enthusiasts. The Buck 838 Deploy is a push-button automatic knife with a 3.25-inch drop-point blade. The Blackout Pro model runs S35 VN steel, one of the finest blade steels available, with Cerakote coating for outstanding corrosion and wear resistance. The machined aluminum handle is also Cerakoted. The recessed push-button deploys instantly and indexes fast even with gloves. An integrated safety switch prevents accidental opening when carrying. Deep carry pocket clip keeps it invisible in the pocket. Made in the USA. Buck stands behind it. Check your local laws on automatic knives, and if they're legal where you are, the Deploy is a fantastic choice. We've seen some impressive shovels on this list. Number 6 is the most feature-packed of them all. The Zune Lotto Survival Shovel is a 29-in-1 multi-tool with a martensitic steel shovel head rated at HRC 60 hardness, capable of bearing over 2,100 pounds of force. One key adjustment to 7 different angles with one hand. The handle is aerospace aluminum at 5mm thickness. With 2 extension rods, the assembled 5-section handle reaches 35.4 inches. The whole thing breaks down and packs into a green carrying pouch. Beyond the shovel, axe, wire saw, rope, bottle opener, survival whistle, camera support, and fire starter. This is the most modular, most capable folding shovel on the market. We are in the top 5 now, and these are the ones that absolutely blew me away. If you've got a guess for what's at number 1, drop it in the comments right now. Let's see who gets it. Number 5 is a full-size survival knife that comes with its own built-in kit. The Schrade SCHF 52 has a 5-inch sheep's foot blade in 1095 powder-coated high-carbon steel, tough, holds an edge, easy to resharpen. The TPE handle has ring texturing for a secure grip and a finger choil for controlled cuts. But here's what sets it apart. The polyester belt sheath includes a ferro rod and a sharpening stone built right in. Everything you need to start a fire and maintain a sharp edge, all attached to your hip. 10.4 inches overall. 12.3 ounces. Ready for real field work the moment you pick it up. Fire is so important it shows up on this list multiple times. And number 4 gives you the most reliable fire starter in the worst conditions. The Uco Stormproof Match Kit includes 25 matches that burn for up to 15 seconds each and will relight after being submerged in water. Windproof, waterproof, virtually indestructible. The floating ABS plastic case keeps everything dry and protected. It comes with 3 replacement strikers. Each match is 2.75 inches. Extra length means extra safety for your fingers. When your ferro rod takes skill and your lighter needs fuel, these matches just work. Period. Keep a kit in every emergency bag you own. In a world of GPS and Google Maps, what happens when your battery dies? Number 3 answers that question. The Leatherman Tactical Map Case is built from 1000D Oxford fabric and waterproof TPU, tough enough for serious field use. The clear double-sided TPU viewing area holds maps up to 13 by 10 inches, readable from both sides without removing the map. The admin section has elastic bands, fixing straps, dedicated pen case, transparent card pocket, and space for a compass and protractor. The full hook and loop closure rips away fast when you need it. A front PALS loop panel holds tactical ID or patches. Attach it to a pack, a belt, or toss it in a bag. Navigation gear that actually works, no batteries required. At number 2, the most feature-dense hatchet ever made. The Off-Grid Tools Pro Survival Axe Elite. 30 features. Let that sink in. Heat-treated hatchet blade. Hammer head with claw. A replaceable 6-inch bimetal saw blade that folds out of the handle and locks in place. Gas valve shutoff wrench. Integrated bottle opener. Seatbelt cutter. Window punch at the base. All steel full-tank construction. With a glass-filled nylon handle. Just 11 inches long. Just over 1.5 pounds. Fits in a glove box. Made in the USA. This is the multi-tool for people who want one tool to rule them all. Emergency rescue, camp work, vehicle emergency, property work. It does it all. And here we are. Number 1. Everything on this list. The radio, the headlamps, the GPS, the medical devices, the communication tools, all of it needs power. And in an emergency, power is everything. The DuraCoPow 20,000 mAh solar charger power bank is the most complete mobile power solution on this list. 20,000 mAh of capacity. Solar panel on the back for continuous charging from sunlight. 6 devices simultaneously, built-in Type-C, Lightning, and micro USB cables, plus 2 USB-A ports and a Type-C in-out port. You will never need to carry extra cables. It has a built-in compass. Dual LED flashlights with steady SOS and strobe modes. 5 battery-level indicators. Drop-resistant thick silicone corners. Dust-proof and waterproof construction. CE, FCC, and RoHS certified. With solar input, this thing can keep your devices alive indefinitely as long as the sun comes up. In a natural disaster, a power outage, or a week in the backcountry, this is the device that keeps everything else running. That's why it's number 1. And there you have it. 45 survival inventions that are genuinely, insanely cool. From a $5 whistle that could save your life to a solar power bank that keeps your world running when the grid goes down, every single one of these is worth having. Now here's the deal. You don't need all 45 today. Start with the ones that fill the gaps in your kit. Water, fire, light, communication, first aid. Build from there. I'd love to know what was your number 1 pick from this list. Drop it in the comments. And if I missed a survival tool you swear by, tell me about it. I'm always looking for the next great product to cover. If this video helped you, smash that like button. It takes 2 seconds and it means everything for this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We drop videos like this every week. Turn on notifications so you never miss one. Stay prepared, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.